Hello Inklings and Octolings out there, Octocam here, and today I'll be talking about Splatoon 2, and I'm gonna give the game a review and give my opinions on the game. Um, well, for someone that only got into the series via the second game, not the first game I'm talking about. I've only played the second game in 2019. That's my first played Splatoon 1. Unfortunately, I didn't do any Splatfest, so I can't really do a review on Splatoon 1 as a whole. But Splatoon 2 I technically can because I played Splatoon 2, but enough of me rambling right now, and I'll tell you about this game. So before we get started, we have to talk about um um when this game released. This game released in um Jul July 17th 2017, which is 3 days before my birthday. Yeah, before my birthday. Um, and as of right now, Splatoon, the sequel to the next game to this game, Splatoon 3, will be coming out in September the 9th. And I will be streaming that game, and then later on, when the game's finished, when the game's life is over, and then when the next Splatoon game will come out, I will do the same thing with Splatoon 3, and then so on and so forth. So, so when you start the game, you'll get. Also before I start, I need to mention I'm reviewing the game as if you picked Splatoon 3, Splatoon 3, as you picked Splatoon 2, like like post Octo Expansion, but before Final Splatfest. Oh, no, I'll say post Final Splatfest actually. My bad. Post Final Splatfest, because that's when you have access to the gear, gear and all that kind of stuff. Access to the power battle spot. But minus that, I'll stop blabbering and talk about the game. So, and then before we get into Incopolis plot square, you have to make character before you do anything. The game loads and talks about advertisements, something like that, and then it will send you to a menu which has an Inkling girl and an Inkling boy. Um, but if you complete Octo Expansion, you'd have an Octoling girl and an Octoling boy there as well. But for now, let's say you haven't beat Splatoon 2's Octo Expansion yet, and you're getting into the game, and you're getting into the game. So um, you're started. So anyways, so you only have an Inkling boy and Inkling girl. So um in Splatoon 1, you would have there was only one hairstyle. The the I forgot what it's called. The the man bun or something like that. Oh, what do you call it? A man bun? But I won't call it a man bun. I would say your hair, but the Inkling boy's hair is like literally like tied up. I would say yeah, tied up for the Inkling boy, and for the Inkling girl, it's just long hair, long tentacle hair. However, in Splatoon 2, there's now more hairstyles. There's four more hairstyles. For the girl, there's the short haircut, the tied up one, I'd say, the braided one, I'd say, tied up braided one, the wavy hairstyle, the pigtail hairstyle, and then the one as the Inkling girl, no, between one hairstyle, but the difference is that the 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 front of the hair has now been elongated, and the size of the tentacle has been now been cut off. As for the girls though, but for the boys, besides the type of hairstyle, um, you would get you would get the slick back hairstyle, the almost shaving hairstyle, like I'd say almost shaving hairstyle, the hairstyle, the spike hairstyle, and a bowl cut hairstyle. Um, Also, what makes difference is are the pants as well, the trousers as well. The leg wear as well, should I say? For the boys, there's like obviously the default um shorts with a stripe, um shorts with leggings on, I think. Baggy shorts, I'd say baggy shorts. Um um Leggings, male leggings, I'd say, or tracksuit. Um short tracksuit pants or trousers, and then you got the shorts for the males. But for the females, I think it's something else. So I'll have a look. So um so for the females, you get defaults between one shorts with a line and a strap, line with a colored strap. The the what you call it, the skirt, the leggings again. Well, I'll say these are more like the ones that had leggings, but I'll say these are more like comfortable trousers, and then tracksuit trousers, and then you got the summer boxers shorts. I'd say, well, shorts like the they're like summery. I'd say boxer shorts. I'd say, but yeah, um, once you do that, you're going into a tutorial, and you know you go to tutorial beat, and and then it'll test how good. It's basically like tells you how to play the game, like how to throw your bombs, how you get stuff into a squid form, and all that. And it literally tells you. And then once you're done with the tutorial, right? Yeah, you'll super jump over to Inkopolis Square. The sequel to the Inkopolis Plaza. Inkopolis Square, in my opinion, is a bit of a downgrade, in my opinion, because of how straight, so narrow compared to Inkopolis Plaza. Inkopolis Plaza felt like it was like a round place, like it was it was like in a huge circle, and it felt like more of a plaza than Inkopolis Square. But then again, it's a square, to be fair, and all kind of stuff. Um, so once you get into Inkopolis Square, you'd you'd see in in a an inkling and an octoling called Off the Hook, um, which and their names are called Pearl and Marina. They tell the news in this game. I'm guessing that they they technically replaced Callie and Marie, the Squid Sisters, in the last game. Um, but this time in a couple of square, Pearl and Marina are saying on the news that Callie has been kidnapped and all that kind of stuff. And then by the DLC, it'd be strange new Octolings in this strange new Inklings in the square with funny hairstyles and like something like that in a nutshell. And then once you've done that, the game will tell you about Inkopolis Square, and that's how you start the game. Like I said, if you if you buy the Octo Expansion DLC, you get free Octo Gear. Basically just the long sleeve short the long sleeve shirt, but with an Octoling face on it and headphones. Octoling headphones, basically. Octoling skinned headphones, basically. And before we talk about the online or how even the Octo Expansion itself, let's talk about story mode. So let's talk about story mode. In story mode, um, you um, in story mode, how you access the story mode is when you see Marie, Marie, in her kimono shirt, or not in Copper's Plaza, Marie, where you want to call her. It's just standing there, and you know, see some inklings that probably could help, and then you go there for curiosity, and you go into a place called the Octo Valley. In the Octo Valley, there are 25 stages separated by 5 sectors. Um, the first sector only, I think, has 3 levels and a boss. Um, and the rest will have 4 levels with one boss, I think. Yeah, if I'm mistaken, because remember you have Splatoon 2, so I can have a look. Because four. I believe it is four stages with one boss. It's put in hero mode for thingy. Personally, some of them are hit or miss. Like 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 um my personal Sonic bias is gonna end up showing here. But I really do love Sector 15. I think it's 18 and Sector 12 or 15. I think 12 or 15. I think. But again, I do have Splatoon 2, so I can just have a look. Just have a quick look. I know I'm being very silly right now. Just have a quick look. Oh wait, I think it's oh it's 5. It's 5 called stay on your grind, for example, and stay on your grind, and the Octo Galaxy one with the Cosmos stage. The reason why I like those kind of stages is because they honestly felt like if felt like that's what felt like um the stages felt like Sonic the Hedgehog stages from like the early Avenger games, but obviously with Splatoon's gameplay, obviously not. It's not gonna be like it's not gonna be like Sonic's levels translated into so it's not gonna be like Sonic's levels translated into Splatoon 2. Splatoon 2. It's basically I would say if you remove the loop the loops and things to remove the loop the loops and that. If you remove the loop the loops and just kept it just like that, then then it feels like a Sonic. They feel like a Sonic level basically. It's what I'm trying to say. Sorry for stammering. Um um there are the from sector two onwards. Yeah, from two onwards. Um There are Octoling stages where you have to use where instead of because in Splatoon 1 you can totally ignore the Octolings and head for the goal. But what what makes them an improvement to, to Splatoon 1 is that instead of just ignore them and go to the goal, you have to find I think at least 8 or 7 or 10. Actually, I think it's 10 or 8 or 7. Yeah, no, it's 10 mini Zapfish to to beat the actual stage, which is a vast improvement in my opinion. And then you get some stages. I think there's one the blaster. I personally, I personally do not like that stage at all. Like there's one section in that stage where you have to use um what you call it? There's like four um I would say grappling hooks. That you have to aim it aim it down at each thingy. And if you want to lock a secret, you have to do that whilst doing that, which is pretty silly. Like 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 at what point do you need to do you need to use it in the online mode? But I digress. Um, I do not like the final boss of Splatoon 2. Well, actually, I'm rushing into things too much. Let's talk about the bosses in Splatoon. In Splatoon 2. Um, you've got the first boss, which is the Octo oven. You'd have to have to dodge his dodge its bread coming out of its the toaster, obviously, out of the oven. And then once doing it three times, yeah, it get tired and you can climb up the octo tower. No, climb the climb up the bread and climb up oven to reach the big tentacle. So it could so it could do it. So it could do that. And I think the weapon you have to use is basically it, it's a splatter shot. There are three phases, by the way, for each boss, by the way. The second phase is, I think it's the same, but instead of instead of what you call it, instead of instead of it being like the first one, second phase has like blockers, so it will be as hard to climb, and it gets harder from there. And then the third phase, I'd say it has like a wall, like a wall full of ink coming towards you, and it goes clockwise and clockwise. Um, and then after that, you climb up the tile with more limited, climb the oven, which is more limited the climb, and then you beat that boss. Um, the Octo Samurai boss, you have to use the roller, which is pretty a really good idea in in paper, but in execution, I'd say it's pretty like for someone who doesn't like for someone who doesn't really like using the doesn't really main the roller. It's pretty much not really a good time for me, because especially for first time players, that's probably that boss will probably be the hardest boss. Um, harder than the Octo Oven boss, but yes, the second boss, but which is say anyway. But yeah, it's three phases. I think the second phase is literally. I think he goes. No. Another third phase. Another third phase. He goes on a motor. Each time he transforms is brushed into like a motorbike or like a scooter, or no, or like a yeah a bike. And the second phase, I think he rides on it. I think. But yeah, basically, you have to splat the Octo Samurai to actually beat get a tentacle and save the Zapfish. The third boss is the Octo Stamp from Splatoon 1, which was the first boss actually in Splatoon 1. But the difference is just that in Splatoon 2, I think you use the dualies, I think. Um, and then the difference is that he has like a shield that protects it from your ink attacks, and a way to the way to ink his sides like you do in the first game. It's it's like you would have to like aim for the target, basically. Like you have to like it has like a belt across his face, I think, and you have to aim at that. And then for the third phase, it's literally the second phase, but he has three phases actually. It, it kind of reminds me the third phase kind of reminds me of the what do you call it? That Space Invaders boss actually. You know that boss? Kind of reminds me of Space Invaders. Not Space Invaders. Not Space Invaders. I think it's Space Raiders for the 3DS. I think Space Raiders for the 3DS. Yeah, one of those bosses. One of those bosses from Space Raiders actually. Yeah. So yeah. So basically, the second phases and the third phase is basically aim target their faces, and once you do that, once he like jumps and fails to crush you, you climb up the side of his body and then splat him, splat his tentacles so you can get the sapfish. The fourth boss, I think is the Octo Shower, and basically the goal basically you have to shoot the flying Octarians basically, and then yeah, the first phase is like just normal. Second phase I think it's just normal, and then the third phase I think it is well no, the second phase adds more stuff to it like Optimus or something like that. But the third phase I'd say you have to use the shower a bit more frequently, and also there's like Octo Octo what you call those? Octo Octarians, flying Octarians, but this time they can dodge your attacks basically. Also, you use the charger by the way, so yeah. And then obviously the final boss of Splatoon 1. Oh, sorry, Splatoon 1. Obviously the final boss of Splatoon 2, which is basically the Octobot King 2. Um, literally, it's literally worse. It's literally a far easier version of the Octobot King 1. Version 1 is Splatoon 1, obviously. Because, literally, it's, once you get done the pattern, it's literally just easy, basically. And, but the story's good, though. Like, the way they did the story was good. Like, story-wise, it's good. Like you have to say Callie and save Marie, but then again, we're not watching a movie, we're watching playing a video game. And, 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 and and video games are there to make you interact with the game, and most you just basically first second phase is just the same thing, but with extra steps I'd say like like the second phase when they're playing before they play the title rush is basically you know the same let's say this the same, but the difference is that the Taylor throws these kind of octo balls, or something say, and you splat them before they go up, and then they reuse the Octo Shower from the last boss, and then and after that, literally the same thing, but the pattern to change. Instead of fisting you once, if it fisting you with both hands, then fisting you one hand, whilst one hand is literally just like try to kind of actually kill you, and one hand is literally trying to punch you the slow way. That's the only way to splat Octavio. Do it eight times each, and then do it 8 times each for one, two, and first and second phase, first, second, and third phases, and then the fourth phase basically just literally just like dodge, dodge and splat. Um, basically just aim the Rainmaker at the right time at his hands, and dodge the punches that he will throw, and that's basically it. I'd say. I would say. Oh, also, the story of this game is basically I forgot to mention that Callie's been kidnapped, but it turns out in the end Callie has been hypnotized by DJ Octavio, um, and it's all because that DJ Octavio, and it's all because of the last game. I'd say, yeah, it's all because of the last game. But yeah, that's literally the hero mode. But now, since now we since we talk so now since we have talked about the hero mode, let's go talk about the Um, Octo Expansion. Octo Expansion. I the, I believe that the also, whoa, I forgot something before we move on to Octo Expansion. If you beat every single stage and every single boss with each different weapon basic different weapons, right? You get the 1,000% reward, which rewards you, which which basically just rewards you um all the weapons in the game. um which rewards you all all the weapons that you played in the hero mode. Um, Also, when you beat the hero mode, you get the Splatoon 2 gear, hero mode gear. Um, hit the hero mode gear as usual, and I think the splash comes with it three, or it basically just comes with it separately. I'd say, yeah, yes, actually, yeah. When you 1,000%, you have to beat the whole beat all the levels with all the weapons basically. So yeah. But now moving on to Splatoon 2's Octo Expansion, and the game starts off, I'd say, during the events of Splatoon 2, definitely during the events of Splatoon 2, or like during near the events of the hero mode, I'd say, like during near the, I'll say, during mid to near end of the hero mode, I'd say, yeah. Um, or during the same time, I'd say, yeah. So, um, the game technically starts out with a secret final. No, actually no. The game starts out. The game starts out with you um waking up from amnesia, and Captain Cuttlefish just sees you and wakes you up, and then threatens you because he's at the time he was raised the a species to Octolings basically. Um, he asked you what you are, and in the Octo Expansion, which will which I now which I'll talk about which I'll now talk about the Octoling Customization. You only get two hairstyles each for male and female. The trousers are literally just trousers. Leg wear is literally the leg wear is literally the leg wear is literally just the same as the Inkling leg wear. you know, the shorts and the leggings for girls and leggings for boys and shorts and that kind of stuff. By the way, but that's when he beat Octo Expansion and he beat Octolings. But just to add something there, basically. Um, yeah. So basically, for the boys, you get the mohawk and the afro for the boys. For the girls, ponytail and long cut, the curl tip hairstyle. Cut hairstyle basically. And then and Captain Cuttlefish, and then after that you talk to Captain Cuttlefish and you go through this tutorial. You go through the basically you wake up in an underground train metro set, and then you you walk through um there, and you go to a tutorial stage. Tutorial stage. Basically, you have to go. Well, on your left, to get the sorry. In this room, you see like a key, a box with a lock key sign on. So in front of you, sorry, in front of you, you would see like a box with a lock key, and on the right, you would see um a decal going to a weapon area weapon. So basically, you go over there to get the key and then leave, and then you'll be in the central area. Um, Once you're there, you talk to a telephone named Tartar, and to tell you that you're the 1,008th um participant in the underground thingy, and but but Captain Cuttlefish calls him or her Agent 8 because it's easier to say. Um, what 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 Commander Tartar only asks from you, literally, literally just to get the four things to get to the promised land. Um, whilst doing that, you go through stages. The best stages in Octo Expansion is the God Power stage, the God Power stage, and the one with the daffodils in them as well. The one with the bum rush. I call them bum rush. Yeah, the ones with the bum rush. Those are the best two levels in my opinion. But besides one we're talking about later on. Um, those are two that were ones for me. Plus, there's also one with there's also some good creative ones like this the ones with the you have to basically you have to create a dog statue out of boxes, which is pretty cool, and also the same premise, but they have to make a big octopus statue to get to the end. Also, may I mention by the time you get the third thing, you will the Captain Cuttlefish will ask you, have you seen? Do you still remember um do you still remember the Agent 3 and you at least still remember what she looks like and a little bit and that kind of stuff. Also, by the way, in Octo Expansion you collect these things called mem cakes or mead cakes. And if you collect them all without using what you call it, the cheat, I'd say, you unlock a hidden boss. Well, if you complete all A stages, because I forgot to mention this, there's like 80 stages in the game. If you complete all 80 stages without cheating, without asking Marina or Pearl for help, you'll be able to get a secret boss. But I'll talk about that secret boss later on in the game. But kind of teased it earlier on. So, anyways, you collect the fourth thing, and then you ask for DJ Octavio to go to the promised land, and you keep asking us, yes, yes, I'm very sure. But turns out the things they built up is just a big blender. But the good thing is that Agent 3, which Marina got communication that Agent 3 Agent 3 was was nearby and literally just saved Agent 8 and Captain Cuttlefish. But in the process, Agent 3 got knocked out during the process. So which so Agent 8 after that was asked to go up to the hall to try to find a way to escape. The station to get to the promised land, because the promised land that Tata was asking was telling you about was basically just heaven. Um, so I think so. There's like 7 stages. I think you get the bottom stage, where you have to do things like Metal Gear Solid style with no weapon, and then the second stage, and then the second stage, the second stage you get your weapon basically. Um, by 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 first you have to guide the Octo copter, or the Octo um I don't know, stamp flyer thing I think it's to a let me think. Just there's boxes in the middle, and it will stamp for you, and you can get the key, and then get and then you can unlock the first part where you get the bomb, and after you get the bomb, you unlock the second part to get your the splatter shot, the splatter shot, the splatter shot, and then after that you splat the wall and you go to the next section. And I think the next section is where you have to go you can't touch the water basically, and you basically just like hopping from platform to platform. Um, basically it's like that, right? Yeah. The first bit is horizontal. So you have to go for horizontally, and then the second half is vertical. But before we go before we go up to find it, but the second half also has a key, so you have to get the key to the next section, which is basically just dodge the lasers basically. Dodge the lasers, like jump over the lasers basically, and that kind of stuff. And the last bit, um, you have to use the wall to your advantage, and then also, by the way, um, there's like one small section to get to another section. Basically, you can't touch the ink the ink the ink thing. By the way, also if you die in these stages, right? Yeah, and you die concurrently, you can just skip all of them. By the way, so you won't have to deal with the thing. But if you do it just legally, do it properly, you can just like dodge them all, and then be fine. The next section is basically find all the gold the gold bits so you can get to the next section. And once you've done find all 10 of them, yeah, 10 or 15. Oh, no, I think it's 15 or 10. 10 of those or 15 of those. Yeah, it's 15 of those. You'll super jump over to this platform, which will take you to the next section, which is basically you cannot the orb cannot get destroyed. By the way, the orb which will have a baby satfish, and you can't let any ink touch any enemy ink touch it basically. But it is kind of fair when you reach the next checkpoint, because in the next checkpoint, um it'll go back to full. It'll go back to full basically. And once you've done that, you basically complete all the challenges going up there, right? Yeah, and then basically you go up this lift, and then you go up against Agent 3. Agent 3. Um, A- Agent 3 hit, sometimes Agent 3. Um, I, the first phase you'll be using, I think, would be Super Jump, the, no, the Splashdown, and then I think it is the baller, and then the second phase, and then the second phase, I think it's the, or I really vouch. Yeah, I think she uses the centimeters, I think, and then you can correct me if I'm wrong, by the way. And then the third phase, I think she goes on the platform. I think that she uses the inkjet weapon as well. No, 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 not inkjet. The ink Stingray, the Stingray, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, by the way. And then you can correct me if I'm wrong, by the way. And then and then the final the final the final phase, basically she sips up to you until you die. The best trick for you to win the Sanitize Agent 3 boss is basically just ate the floor, because that's literally the game of Splatoon. Ate the floor and you win. Also it's kind of similar to Inner Agent 3 as well, in some sort of way. Um, in Agent 3, okay, I'll say it. The in Agent 3 secret boss is basically, you know, super jump, and then if you splat before she does it. The activate special, our first special she uses in the Agent 3 boss fight is the what's it called? Oh yes, the inkjet. Second phase is the ink bubbler, the ink bubbler. The bubbler special, and then the third one is a bomb rush, I think. Yeah, a bomb rush. The fourth one is basically like tensor missiles, and then the fifth one It's literally just super jumping, and that's it. Yeah, and then after that, once you beat that, you would go to the final boss. Go on to the what's it called? Well, back to the final boss segments basically. So you can go back to the promised land as per se, and then and then things are probably just like normal until a statue called the NILS statue appears, and this is the plan plan that probably Cox basically read it read the sentence bombs over to the to the statue and says every like, I think every minute, and you have to do it like under 3 minutes basically. Like do it like do it time like do it on the time before the time runs, so like under only 3 minutes basically. And then basically the aim of the final boss fight is basically just like splat the what you call it. Let me see it. Splat the balls basically, and then once you have done all of that basically, um you get a sick cutscene where Pearl uses the the killer whale against the NILS statue, and it's like some kind of like Dragon Ball esque kind of beam blast, um attacking attacking each other, which which you know, but in the end you know who wins. Here is when obviously and Agent 3 gets up from our concussion or mini what's the word? I'm an idiot. A mini a mini a mini coma. So yeah, and then that's when the credits roll and you beat the game, and then like I said, if you collect all if you beat all the beat all the main cakes without you know cheat Oscar Marina, you are able to unlock the inner Agent 3 boss basically, and I did explain to you how it works. So yeah, overall, the Octo Expansion is an improvement from Splatoon 2's Hero Mode by a huge margin, but there are better stages, and also it's way challenging as well compared to the Hero Mode. And yeah, and I mean challenging in a good sense, there's a difference between good challenge and cheap challenge. So yeah, also good creative stages as well, in my opinion. So now, with all that said, we can now talk about the final section. No, the final section is going to be the extras. The final section, the next section, the online battles. So, firstly, I'm going to talk about Summer Run to get that out of the way. And Summer Run basically is it's basically like a four cephalopod pod battle against salmonids. You have to collect the quota, or like collect the amount of golden eggs each round, and also there's like bosses in there as well. Like some of the bosses, like you got the ones, you got the Moors. The Moors, I think Moors. The one someone that drives in a car. There's the summoned like someone that drives like a little helicopter with that little like jetpack which shoots out tenta missiles. There's also the golden summon boss, and there's also the one where you have to splat the bomb at the right time, right time, or or if you fail, you end up you know you end up exploding, and that bomb will spread everywhere basically. It's really the bomb is pretty powerful. So yeah, there's also I would say that there's like nighttime bosses as well, and there's like fog. There's also one where the the what you call it um where the drainage pipes go up, which leaks up huge pints of like guess salmon grease or something like that, or salmon sweat. And then there's also one where you can use cannon, and then the bigger salmonids come and try to comes in hordes. I would say. Also there's also the steel eel as well. I forgot to mention. There's like a steel eel as well. I forgot to mention that as well. Um, sometimes the salmon run salmon run is is honestly is open at I'd say like at random times. I'd say, or and it can also close randomly as well. Um so yeah. um there's also in salmon run, there's also you start from you know below. I forgot what it's called, but I think it's like amateur level, and then you reach to like a professional level, and then you get to like maximum. You can get more salmon eggs. Get the fancy is to get more salmon eggs, but the reward is basically you get more stuff, and that's where you get more chunks from, so you can use gear on. So yeah, but I'll more on that bit later. Um, that's all I'm gonna say for this. I know there's also some weapons that are rare, which like mystery weapons. Like there's like one weapon that like literally just broken. That one blaster that's literally just blaster that which is literally just broken. So yeah. But that's what I was gonna say about Samurai. I will now want to talk about the main the main game. All the online battles. Before I get started into that, basically, uh, um, in a place called the Shoal, and yeah, it's a place called the Shoal, and and you, you can technically use that. You have like friends that friends face like sorry, yeah, if you have like friends around you that play Splatoon too, or like a little brother that plays Splatoon with you, you can play that locally. You haven't got any internet, and and you and you can also use that for like LAN play as well. So yeah. Um. No, I know another thing I need to mention. Summer you can also play Summer in local play as well. But now let's talk about the online mode basically. Um, to give advice to you, make sure your internet connection is that not type A or not type B, because C, D, E, F, and G will not work. So A and B works just fine, but C, D, E, F, and G don't work. Don't work. It won't let you play online at all, because actually I don't even know, to be honest. But I think it's something to do that because more business, and it's like more encrypted or something like that. Business internet business Wi-Fi is more encrypted than 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 you know than anyone's using at home. So yeah. Um. Oh. So yeah. Anyways, so when he first started getting into the game, right? Yeah. So 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 when you get into the game, right? Yeah. All those modes basically. you can go up to this you can go up to up to the thingy um go up to the lobby go up to the lobby, and also if you want to you can change weapons, because let's say you be in the Octo Expansion and 1000% the hero mode. See if so you take you access weapons, but the only weapon you get paying for it is the Octo Expansion weapon. We have to pay for the hero mode weapon. But unfortunately, you have to be level 4 to get a weapon or any gear. So basically, you have to grind up to reach level 4 to get weapons and all kind of stuff. Um, there are some weapons that are looked at some at so- at higher levels, like for example the Tetra Dualies. Um, I think it's level 14 or level 15 to get the Tetra Dualies, and then the Clear Double Dualies is level 30. Um, and also the what's the weapon called? The Aerospray with the Booyah Bomb. You can only get level 30. Also, let's talk about specials and weapons. Actually, specials and weapons. Specials. Weapons, and specials basically. I want to talk about weapons first because that's easier. Weapons, it's like they're kind of classes of weapons. So you got the shooter, which would have the splatter shot, the dualies, and the blaster, the blaster and the charger, because technically they're all shooters. Um, the roller class, a weapon, the roller class, and oh yeah, and also the brightest part of the shooter. I'll say it's part of the shooter. The roller class, and then the brush, and you got the brush class weapons as well. Um, um, the, at default, once you reach level 4, you only get like the basics like the splat dualies, the splatter shot junior. Sorry, default splatter shot junior. Once you be Octo Expansion, splatter shot, the Octo shot, Octo shot. But if you get level up, right, you get more weapons and all kind of stuff. So yeah, specials and the specials you get are compared to Splatoon 1, um these specials are not as broken as Splatoon 1's, like that's the Kraken and that kind of stuff. So yeah. Um so let me name the weapons specials, let's say. Specials. So you got the ink shield, which can easily break. That which can easily break. The Stingray, um, you're vulnerable to attack because unlike the killer whale, the Stingray you have to hold the Stingray all the way through. Um, the splashdown is only good when you're in one corner or when someone doesn't know how to splashdown cancel. The booyah bomb, obviously. Oh, booyah bomb basically you have to use it with power of friendship. It's basically kind of like Dragon Ball. Like how the Spirit Bomb works. Basically, you have to, you have to like make make or not make. I'll say like add up place booyah, and once you booyah to the max, you can throw that bomb. You also got is it the Splat Hammer or like all that um have a look. The Octo Stamp. Yeah, the Octo Stamp special. The Octo Stamp special. That special basically it's like a huge hammer and you like stamp. everyone. You can also throw it as well, but the only danger you're in is basically the danger you're in when using it is basically, I'd say, make sure that you don't get splatted. The only weapon that you cannot that cannot get the only special they can the only special that you cannot get killed from killed from kill the only special that you can't get killed by or splattered by is the booyah bomb. That way you can't. There's no way. But I think the only way you can die is probably after you use the booyah bomb. So yeah, um, you also got the bomb rush as usual. The simple bomb rush. I think that is it. Oh yeah, and a tensor missile as well. The tensor missile is basically you have to aim. Oh, and also blah blah. Aim. Basically, put a target and it will go to that target. Also the bubbler as well. Basically just bubbles. Basically, you play with bubbles. Basically, um, if you ink, if your team on your side inks the bubble, it can get big enough to splat everywhere. But if you're in the opposite team, you can like make it shrink down so it will explode. So yeah, bombs. There's only like I'll think on them. You got the auto bomb, the curling bomb, and then the regular bomb, and then you got the splat bomb. I think I got the splat bomb, and also got a fish bomb. Um, I'll say it's like a targeting bomb as well. I'd say like an air targeting bomb. Um, also there's also the fizz bomb where you throw it go 1, 2, 3. Um, it could go you throw it, and it'll bounce off 3 times and it'll explode in one line. Um, I think that is it. Yeah, I think that's it. Now let's talk about ranked mode. In ranked, um, in ranked, you have to be I think level 10 or level 10. I think it's level 10 in order to get into a rank battle. You'll start off at C minus, but C minus, but there's like C sorry, you start off at C, and you get C plus, and you get to B plus, then you get to B minus, then you get to B and B plus, then A minus and A plus, and A and an S minus and an S plus, and an S plus this number, and when you reach up to a certain number, certain battle level, you get to X rank. That's the highest rank in the game, and honestly, it's pretty hard to get to X rank. Um, it also depends what mode you're on. For example, there's like four modes. Like, yeah, there are 4 modes. You got Rainmaker, Clan Blitz, Splat Zones, and Tower Control. Rainmaker is basically try to get the Rainmaker to the opposite goal. Um, Clan Blitz is literally like try to throw a rugby or football um into the goalpost into the barrier and try to get the most points before get to 0 before time goes out. Or but it is if I'm overtime, so yeah. Splatoon is literally just like an advanced version of Turf War. Also, advanced version of Turf War. By the way, I forgot to mention Turf War is literally just like ink the floor and then you win. eight to floor and then you win. But I'll say right. Say Splashdown is literally just literally just a turf war, but you only split one certain location for a limited amount of time. Limited amount of time, and then you got tower control. Literally just like this, you just move it. It's literally just Rainmaker, but it's more like automated. Well, in a sense that you can't really move it left or right. It goes in a it goes in a set path, basically. Um, but yeah, the worst mode in my opinion, I would say, is I do not really like um splat zones because the only way to win that game, um, the only way to win that game is literally you have to use the Hunter missiles, and that's the only way you'd win. Well, yeah, the better chances of you winning, basically. Um, yeah. Better chances of you using that weapon. Using that special. Be better off using the special in rank in remake in splat zones. I'd say. Um, remake I really do enjoy. Second, and then second would be clan blitz. I'd say. And in third place would be tower control. I'd say, yeah. Besides that, League. Unfortunately, you have to have friends for, and with League, you get up to like a League power, and it's like unranked, and then you get bronze, and you get silver, and you get gold. So yeah. Now since I'm talking about that, I want to talk about getting into chunks as well. So chunks is literally just like how um chunks are like chunks are literally like a way to power up your gear. So yeah, so if like a speed up gear if like a pure speed up gear, you're gonna be more faster. If you have a pure um ink resistance gear, you'd get your ink resistance would get more you know we will enhance and so on and so forth. Um, so yeah. So the last two things I want to talk about is just the extras in this game. Um. Wait. Before I talk about the extras in this game, I want to mention that Splatfest. This game used to have Splatfests. Also, there's a place called Private Battles as well. So I'll get into that. We'll talk about this. Splatfest used to be like a 2-day occasion in Splatoon 2. Or yeah, a weekend, a weekend, a weekendly, you know, thing during uh, a weekendly thing. Weekendly well a monthly thing, which would happen in the weekend. It would usually be like ketchup versus mustard, squid versus octopus, knife versus wizards. Literally just like you be part of a team. You go from Splatfest novice or something like that to Splatfest king. So yeah. Um. So yeah. And those two days, right? Yeah, you splat for clout, and then the one with the most clout can be like 10 or 100 X battles basically. And if you win, if you win, you get like posts of yourself on the board. So which is pretty cool. So yeah. Unfortunately, they don't do those anymore for Splatoon 2, but Splatoon 3, I'm really hyped for the Splatfest. Not gonna lie. Every time there's like a Splatfest on, it's really exciting to play actually. It's also really good for YouTube as well. Also really good. Also really good to grow your channel. So yeah. Also, but don't fear. You can still play the um Splatfest stages by using the pirate battles section, obviously, by going on to a section of a pirate goes like like the different modes like Rainmaker and all kind of stuff. But there's also be one called Turtle Splash Fest. You can use that and and also change the color of the ink as well. So which is pretty cool. So yeah. Now let's talk about the last thing. The last thing in this game, which would be the extras. The extras. Um. So in the extras in Splatoon 2, the extras, let's say, is basically just amiibos and also you can like, get new music as well. Um, for example, um, if you get, for example, like like if you beat like the Octo expansion or beat the hero mode, you get music from those games. But the Octo expansion, you only get like the few sectors of the game. So yeah, the only few final bits. Unlike the stage music, like mountain stage and like stages that play in the the game. You have to get um which is honestly pretty scummy in my opinion, but eh, I'm not complaining. The game's really good anyway, so um, well, literally, um, but in Splatoon 2, I like Splatoon 1's amiibo support. You would only get you know unlike so there's difference between Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2's um amiibo support is literally just like photo mode, and that's it. Literally just says photo mode. And you also look miserable again. That's the only difference. Um, so the amiibos that can be used for the game for the Splatoon 2 are the Inkling Girl, Inkling Boy, Squid, Callie and Marie, um, Inkling Boy B2 or Inkling Boy Splatoon 2, Inkling Girl Splatoon 2, Pearl Marina, and Um, Octoling Girl, Octoling Boy, and Octopus. Obviously, yeah. Um, those amiibo, I'll name them consecutively. So I'll try to name what they get you. So if you correct me if I'm wrong, if you can correct me if I'm wrong with this. So I think the Inkling Girl, you get a Cherry Chip song. Inkling Boy, you get Attack, and then for the Squid, I think you do get Um, I think you get cracking up, and then Splatoon 2's Inkling Boy. I'm talking about Inkling Boy for no, Squid, Squid for Splatoon 2. I think you get another Splatoon 1 song. I forgot what the song was called, but I think it's Seascape. I think Inkling Boy. I think for Splatoon 2, I think you get Splatoon song. Same thing with the Inkling Girl from Splatoon 2 with the song from Splatoon 1. Um, um, I think Kelly Marie, you obviously would get, you know, Bomb Rush Blast for Callie, and Tag goes out for Marie, obviously for that. Um, Pearl Marina, however, you don't really get a song. You get, I think you only get like menus. That's it. Yeah, just menus. Like menu skins basically. Um, like you get a Pearl themed one. You also get a Marina themed one, or like a DJ themed one. The only difference is like besides the background changing, you hear Pearl's voice saying stuff in her version, and you get just like the sounds of on like a D on like a DJ on like a DJ set for Marina. Um for Marina. Um Gear um for Marina for Marina. Um the gear you get again for Inkling Girl, you get the school outfit for both versions. Inkling Girl Splatoon 1, Inkling Girl Splatoon 2 get school gear, but the school gear is different obviously. Inkling Boy, you get ninja. Yeah, Inkling Boy you get ninja for Splatoon 2, and Inkling Boy for Splatoon 1 get samurai. For the for the squid you get like an ink armor for Splatoon 1. Splatoon 1 ink armor. Ink suit I'd say. Or like a Splatoon suit. For Splatoon 1. And Splatoon 2's gear Splatoon 2 um gear for Inkling for Squid, you get what you call it? What you call it? I'm tired. You can see I'm tired. I'm recording this at 12:18. So for the Squid Splatoon 2, you get like the Squid armor, an Inkling armor for Inkling armor Splatoon 2 edition basically, but it's different. I'd say a bit different. Um, Kali Marie, you get the Agent 3 gear. Yeah, you get Agent 3 gear. Oh wait, I forgot the. Oh, I'll do them separately. So, um, Pearl Marina, you get the Octo Expansion gear. You know, Pearl Marina's gear. The one that references Biggie Smalls and Tupac, I think. Yeah. Um, um, you also got what is it? What is I need to talk about Octolings right now. The music you get from Octolings are just music from the Octo Expansion. But now I'll talk about the Octoling Gear. So the Octoling Gear for male, you get the knight, no, no, not yeah, the knight's outfit with a song from Octo Expansion, Octoling Girl. Same with the song, but different. But the difference is that you get a wizard or witch's outfit, witch's gear, and then for the octopus you get this funny clown looking outfit, or kind of funny kind of funny looking, you know, what do you call it, that Mickey Mouse costume kind of looking thing. So yeah, that's all the information I can gather up for Splatoon 2 and what I've played so far. Also, I forgot to mention my thoughts on the ranked mode, and honestly, I wish the ranked mode only had it for like for certain ranks. Like if you're in like A plus, you only play with A plus players. If you're playing with A minus, play with A minus. You get the point. But besides that, uh, um, honestly, I'm not gonna rate the game, but honestly, that's my thoughts on the Splatoon 2. And could do whatever you want with it. Hope you enjoyed this video. I know this is probably the most laziest one, but I don't know. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys when Splatoon 3 comes out. So yeah, stay fresh.